Why not let tech done properly take care of all the stuff off your plate so that maybe you're working the same hours, but maybe you have more higher level conversations and less of the conversations that have a lot of time consumption for things that can maybe be used by whatever it is, a bot or an IVR or website,
Meaningful.
whatever. Mm-hmm.
It actually, a lot of the conversation is it's going to leave the more complex problems, but I think they're the more meaningful. The more they're not transactional. So for the agent, I think it changes the job, yes, and skill, but it also changes like your viewpoint of what you're doing, right? So you're going to have more pride in being able to get to those more complex problems because you're solving this problem that is either a higher technical problem or a more emotional problem for that particular customer, a very sensitive issue for that customer. And we always see in this business retention rates very high when there's meaning in that I don't want to say transaction, but in that connection with that other human on the phone. So I always said in our healthcare and our financial accounts, even in some of our retail accounts, where we saw the higher complexity, we saw the higher retention. And that's because employees had pride in what they were doing, where you saw sort of that mundane, repetitive, reset password, whatever. They're like, what am I doing? This is like, 40 calls an hour for 8 hours. I'm out of here. And no matter what you did from a leadership perspective for morale and rah rah, you'd still have the companies like, we got to retain these people. I'm like, I mean, if I can project the agent, to stay like 3 months longer, that's great. But the reality is they don't want to do that work. Humans want to talk to humans and feel like they're really doing something on behalf or for that human. So again, people business.